RSVP with Lori, where we'll be discussing food, fashion, and all things fabulous. If you are new, welcome to my channel. Please be sure to like and subscribe and click the notification bell so you'll know when I upload new videos. Always remember, you are worthy, always was, and always will be. Today I wanted to discuss how entering negative spaces or engaging with negative people can really have a toll on your mental health. Now, I'm not discluding myself. I'm including myself in this conversation because just like most of you or many of you, I engaged with the blogs and gossip sites and things like that where celebrities were being discussed. And, I told myself that it didn't make me a bad person because I didn't know these people. It wasn't personal, but I had to realize that celebrities are in fact people too. They have feelings, they have families, and they are real humans. So I tried to remove myself. Well, I have removed myself for the better part of engaging with that negativity because I think within our Black community, we engage a lot. And I can't say what other races do because I'm not in those spaces. But I know within the Black community, we engage a lot with negativity. And I find it very problematic to find joy with someone's pain. As soon as someone's getting divorced, everyone is, I knew it. They weren't a good couple. I wasn't rooting for them. Or if someone's new album fails in our eyesight as what we deem as success, then we're laughing and we're taunting that person. Things like that. I just felt like, why am I engaging in this? Why am I even entering those spaces? Although I didn't find enjoyment from it, I found that most of the comments did. So I'll share with you a little bit of what I did, which was to really try to change my algorithm over the past few months to be more of a positive person on social media. I think in my real life, I really am a champion for people, for women empowerment, for entrepreneurship, for small businesses. That is who I am as a whole. But I found myself, like I said, on social media, engaging with a lot of negative spaces, which it could be the shade room, neighborhood talk, all of those type of bloggers. And even on Twitter, it's easy to type something. That's what she gets. She should have did X, Y, and Z, and judging others from afar. So what I did was really try to change my algorithm with following those people that are having fun with their life. The main problem I see is post-COVID. People are not still getting outside. They're sitting in their house and dwelling in depression, anxiety, and things like that. Like, even if you work from home, such as myself, I wasn't really going outside. So I've even made a promise to myself to get outside more, get outside and get some fresh air every day and not sit and soak. Not sit and be bothered with the fact that maybe your life isn't where you would like it to be. As a whole, I'm genuinely happy in this moment in my life, like with my marriage, with my career, with my friends, with my family. I'm genuinely happy. And that took a long time for me to be able to say that. I was always on a mission where I felt like I'm really not where I want to be. And chasing. And when you get in that circle, in that hamster wheel that you're constantly chasing better, I feel like you don't get the time to really celebrate where you are currently. And I will not ever make that mistake again. So I'm celebrating where I am. I no longer look for special occasions. I'm going to make every day special, whether it's sitting on the couch enjoying the program with my husband, or I'm able to travel for work. Whatever that day brings, I'm going to genuinely be happy, even through the chaos. And that doesn't mean I don't encounter hurdles or barriers, because I do have them. I'm not going to discuss them today because that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about removing ourselves from negative spaces, people, things. Removing ourselves from negative spaces and negative energies, negative people. Removing ourselves from those things. And I just think it's so important that we do so. Even on social media, because you really can become so wrapped up in those negative spaces that you're not able to push yourself to better things, to better life. I don't think that God will ever bless any of us with more if we don't show gratitude for what we currently have, what we currently possess, how we currently look, the money currently in our bank account. God will not bless us with more until we start showing gratitude for what we currently have. So guys, just my message to you is to wake up with an intent to be a better person, better than you were yesterday, and striving to be great, and however that means to you, but striving to be your best self each and every day is really what's pushing me, to get through life and to have more of a positive aspect on life. I stress, just like any of you that are listening. However, I just think that engaging in those negative spaces was really draining me a lot. And I wasn't feeling great as a human being, as a person, when I was engaging. I removed from following those pages. Do they show up on my For You page sometimes? Absolutely. But I just removed myself, told myself, hey, don't comment, read and keep going if it comes across. But the timeline that I currently have are just great and aspiring women, for the most part, couples that are striving, travel, fun, people that are doing makeup and games and things like that. And I'm not saying that's what you all need to do, but I'm just saying pay attention to what brings you joy, what brings you excitement, and start following some of those pages, engaging with some of those pages so that you can change your timeline. TikTok is not all about drama. It's not all about gender wars. It's not all about the passport bros. Although I know that for the most part is the most popular thing. I found an entirely new horizon, past that, all of those things that I mentioned. So much more that TikTok does have to offer, that showing you about how to create better content, how to get paid from your content. That's the things that I'm interested in now. And just removing myself from even joining those platforms that are arguing, fussing, and fighting. I've just removed myself. So if you don't see me on a certain person's platform, it's not because I have an issue or we have beef or anything like that. I just don't want to engage in those negative spaces. And I don't think most of those people are looking for resolve. It's just bitterness. It's just fussing, fighting, and some type of gender war. The women are right, the men are right, and nobody is trying to actually make it right. So again, I just removed myself. And I don't think that's where I belong personally. Now, I don't find a problem if that's where you deem to be and that's where you think you fit in. I don't have a problem with that at all. I'm just saying, pay attention to your mental health, your spirit, how you're able to go about your day. How are you getting things done? Your task list for the day, your goals for the day, for the month, for the year. Are you actually completing them? Because I'm telling you, if you engage in those spaces, it's going to really be a magnet for you and remove all of your get up and go that you have because you're so busy digging into that negative space, if that makes sense. Okay, so that will sum up what I have to say for today. Let's try to remove ourselves from negative spaces, whatever spaces you deem as negative. It doesn't have to be the same spaces I deem as negative, but those are just some examples of what I found to be negative spaces. So let's, wake up with intention, set our intentions for the day, meditate, pray, however you like to get on your way, but waking up and engaging with fussing and fighting, no. I'm no longer doing, I'm not even listening to it. I'm definitely not participating. I want us all to be amazing. I want us all to be thriving, not just surviving. And let me know how you feel down below. Some positive changes you've made so far this year. The year is just starting. We have 11 more months to make a change. Let me know how you're doing so far. This month is nearly over. It's the 23rd day of January. And give me some examples, some feedback, some advice on what you have to offer, because I'm sure all of you are doing great things as well. As always, everything expressed is my opinion, not the law.